Wasn't that just disgraceful? Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Not a very good video to make. We were knocked out by Grimsby Town in the Carabao Cup, and you can see by the way I've started this video, I'm not happy. I'm very much upset. I feel depressed as well, a bit lack of energy, which is basically what I can say about some of the players last night. What a bad performance. And yeah, we came back from 2 goals down. But that's what, the only positive you want to talk about or take from that game? Because again, it came down to errors that cost us. But not just that, I mean, it was similar to last season and seasons before, where there is a lack of fight, a lack of determination, no running or chasing the man, no, ability to beat the opponents in one-on-ones, losing duels, etc., etc. Everything just last night kind of summed up everything that Manchester United has become since Sir Alex has retired. We've had high moments, and then we've had moments like these against Grimsby Town where we are absolutely low. And where do we go from here? So many questions to be answered. And Ruben Amorim, after the game, he looked like a coach who certainly has lost it. He looked like someone who is giving up, basically. He kind of had a moment, in months ago when you remember him, saying that he would resign if things don't change. And maybe things haven't changed. Maybe the preseason was just, words being spoken by him and the players and, Omar Barada, etc., to talk about how positive things are changing at United. But on the pitch, we still seem to have the same issues. Again, Onana costing us games like he did when he first came in the Champions League, like he did costing us last season in quite a few games, which is why Bayern was trusted by Amorim to start the first 2 games of the season. Maybe Bayern should have played last night, but he doesn't give you the same confidence anyway that he would do a better job. He makes mistakes as well. This is why I wanted Tom Heaton to be in goal, simply because of his experienced head and because of his know-how in English football. Well, Amorim wasn't brave enough to do that, and now we see why we are out of the Carabao Cup. This is why Amorim certainly does not trust Onana. He probably saw these types of things in training, because any set piece right now, any cross into the box against United, we look at 6s and 7s and we look so vulnerable and so easy to score against. I mean, Grimsby Town's first goal, Onana should save that. Let's be real. But the amount of space that attacker had was criminal. Delo was not there. You even see in the replays, he's jogging back and assuming that his teammates would sort it out. Poor Fredrickson turned back and saw, oh, Delo's not here. I need to go and cover this guy before he shoots. But Onana should still do better. He should save that at his near post. It wasn't a rocket of a shot that he didn't even see that goes past him. He put a hand onto it. Just like the penalties. He couldn't save one. He gets his hand onto them, but doesn't make the saves necessary to keep the ball out. Cunha misses a penalty, which looked very lackadaisical. Mbumo's second penalty hits the crossbar, and that's why Grimsby Town won. A whole round of penalties going up until 12, basically. But the penalties is not important. Us coming back from behind, it's great, it's fantastic. And at that moment, 2-2, you thought, okay, here we go. We're going to go score a winner now and we're going to go through. It's almost like they just stopped. At 2-2, they just thought, you know what, we're done. We're going to go to penalties and we're going to win them there. Turns out we didn't win them. And now we are once again in a moment of embarrassment for United. And as much as Amorim is also to blame, because you could see that certain decisions that he makes does make Man United worse, i.e. putting Onana in goal. Not a very, very good decision. Starting Diogo Dalot, who continues to make mistakes that cost us games. Against Fulham, he literally cost us the game, and basically we considered a goal because of his mistake. And now again against Grimsby Town. Why does he continue to start? And rotation is not the excuse. The players that were on the pitch were more than good enough to get a win against Grimsby Town. You don't need a DM that's going to be winning ground duels and doing things like we want Carlos Baleba to come and do. You don't need a world-class goalkeeper to beat League 2 Grimsby Town. Matter of fact, you don't even need Ruben Amorim to beat Grimsby Town. And that's just me being real. The players that we have in our squad should be more than capable to beat Grimsby Town. This is why they're playing in the Premier League. This is why they play for their countries as internationals. So why, whenever we face a team that shows that they wanted more than us, we just don't win? And it must be the players that are to blame as well. I've spoken about this in previous videos where the players are the problem. When Ten Hag was here, I said the players are letting him down and they are downing tools, choosing not to play, giving up basically, allowing teams to win us. And now we are here with Amorim. Last season we could see certain games were like that, especially in the early stages. And now into the new season, which was supposed to be a turn of a new leaf, something better, us moving forward, and yet we have the same issues. We're still talking about the players not wanting to give their all. Amorim said after the game that the players spoke loudly. Is he saying that the players don't want him here? That the players don't want to play his system 3-4-3, 3-4-2-1? Doesn't matter. Is that what he publicly said? It seems to me like there is something brewing behind the scenes and something has to change. Heads need to roll. Onana needs to be gone before the end of this window. Whether he goes on loan or he gets sold, I don't care. He cannot play for Manchester United again. He's not good enough. Doesn't give the team the confidence that they need in order to play their particular game. So Onana should not be playing for United. Bayern Dirk can stay as a second choice, but again, also should not be playing that many games for Manchester United. Do we get in Lemens? We surely have to go and get the goalkeeper, in my opinion. The likes of Garnacho, Anthony, Sancho, Malacia still needing to be sold. It's just not looking very good right now for Manchester United. And I said in the beginning of the video, where do we go from here? If you bring in a new manager, we just have to start all over again, and that is probably not the way to go. But on the other hand, Ruben Amorim is not faultless. He has made decisions that has brought Man United to this particular point. If he made certain changes, starting Tom Heaton maybe we would not have conceded that goal. Maybe we do go through to the next round. But does that maybe just paper over the cracks? Because there are so many issues with this team still. And it's not the players only, it's not the manager, it's not the formation or the system. It's the culture at the club. It's the mentality and the standards. Because if a Manchester United player cannot turn up for a team that is definitely going to give their all, like a Grimsby Town, or any team for that matter, if a Man United player does not turn up, he's not a Man United player. It's simple as that. And you could see that some of the players told themselves, this game I'm not interested in because it doesn't matter that much to us. It's the Carabao Cup, it's a League 2 team. Who cares if we lose? Who cares if we don't have a good result? We'll focus again for Burnley. We'll focus again for the Premier League games. That is what I saw last night. And look how easy it was for us to come back. The moment we decided to play and Amorim made the changes, bringing on the Bruno, Mason Mount, bringing on Brian Mbeumo, who got his first goal for Manchester United, the first United player to score for Manchester United this season. We started looking like, you know what, let's do this. And that happened so fast. But we don't start games well. On the other hand, we start games well and then we end up not playing well and we end up drawing like we did against Fulham. There isn't any balance. There's no leadership. There doesn't seem to be someone taking responsibility. Bruno came on last night, took one shot, but I didn't see anything else from him. I didn't see him driving the team forward to want to get the win. Things need to change. I am really upset, but I mean, I can go on and on talking about how upset I am about where Manchester United are right now. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. If you want more content on Manchester United, like, share and subscribe.